Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Keystone Habits. I'm going to tell you what they are, why they are important, and then I'm going to tell you how you can identify and form your own Keystone Habit. I'm Sara Stilleke. I'm a scientist and salesperson, and I love learning and talking about how to use science to become more productive and successful. We all know people who seem to have it all together. These peak performers are not only rock stars in their professional lives, but they seem to enjoy great work-life balance and healthy, meaningful relationships with their friends and family. They are in great physical shape, are active in their communities, and seem to be able to do it all without becoming overwhelmed or too busy. You scroll through their perfect-looking lives on Instagram and wish you could be like them, then proceed to order a pizza and open a second can of beer on a Tuesday afternoon. Looking at these people, it's easy to think, wow, if I could just master a few key habits, I could have a great life just like them. I just need to sleep better, drink less alcohol, drink less caffeine, drink more water, work out more, eat healthier, save more money, wake up earlier, focus better at work, start that side business, and spend less time watching TV. Whew, that list alone is enough to make you say, where do I even start? And reach for the closest bag of chips. Well, my friends, today I'm going to show you the starting point on your road to peak performance, and it is a concept known as Keystone Habits. In Charles Duhigg's very excellent book, The Power of Habit, he introduces the Keystone Habit, which is a small habit or change that people introduce into their routines that unintentionally carry over into other aspects of their lives. As an example, a common Keystone habit is exercise. If you focus all of your attention on developing the habit of exercising regularly, you will notice that you are using up more of your physical energy during the day and will start sleeping better. With increased amounts of rejuvenating rest, you may not need caffeine to wake up in the morning and also cut back on coffee. You will then have more energy during the day, resulting in better results at work and more financial rewards. In order to fuel your new exercise habit, you might focus more on cooking healthy meals to energize your body. This can cause you to not only eat healthier, but also to save money by eating out less. And there you have it. By focusing on one keystone habit, exercising regularly, you will naturally improve your habits involving sleep, caffeine intake, nutrition, productivity, and finances. This is the power of Keystone Habits. I've talked in previous episodes about how most people attempt to start new habits powered just by that initial motivation, but then quickly lose track when things get tough and the motivation wears off. The key to sticking to a new habit is to put systems in place to set yourself up for success, even when you don't feel like doing it. Keystone habits are powerful, and unfortunately they are not always positive. Let me share with you an example from my own life. Earlier in 2022, I was very addicted to energy drinks. I would drink a Red Bull every single morning, and then drink another Red Bull in the early afternoon when my energy started to crash. While Red Bull would fuel me to the end of the workday, the excess caffeine was causing me pretty severe anxiety. So at the end of the day, I would relax with a glass or three of wine to calm down and enable myself to go to sleep. The problem was, drinking so much alcohol every night, combined with drinking so much caffeine during the day, caused me to sleep badly, making a morning Red Bull the next morning feel absolutely essential, and I was trapped in a vicious cycle. I had previously tried to fix all three of these bad habits, caffeine, excess alcohol consumption, and poor sleep, many times. And after a few days or weeks of motivation, I would inevitably have a bad day and fall back into the old vicious cycle. After reading about Keystone Habits, I thought they seemed like a pretty cool idea and tried eliminating caffeine as my starting point. The problem was, after sleeping badly and waking up a bit hungover, I felt like I needed caffeine in order to fulfill my professional obligations and kept justifying drinking just one more energy drink. Upon further examination, I realized I would need to choose the Keystone habit more strategically. It turns out, cutting out drinking excess alcohol was where I needed to start. I started on a weekend just as an experiment, and on Friday night did not drink any alcohol, despite wanting to. Surprisingly, I slept great on Friday night, and on Saturday morning, I still felt the normal craving for caffeine, but was able to go without it, without too much pain and difficulty. Over the next few days, I focused all my energy on avoiding drinking alcohol in the evenings. This was not always easy and required an extra dose of willpower and self-discipline. However, every night that I didn't drink, I slept better, and I craved caffeine less and less in the morning until the cravings were nearly non-existent. After the first week of struggling not to drink in the evening, I would think about how great I felt the next morning after a good night's sleep, and this started making it easier not to drink in the evenings. It's now been about 3 months since this experiment began, and the Keystone habit of avoiding excess alcohol has created a nice foundation for these other unrelated habits. You may already be practicing Keystone habits in your own life without even realizing it. Maybe every time you shower, you automatically put your dirty clothes in the laundry and tidy up the house a little bit. Or perhaps when you vacuum the floor, you automatically set out some chicken to defrost for dinner that night. Or maybe after cooking a healthy meal, you relax by meditating or reading a book. These are small examples of Keystone habits where one action creates a domino effect for one or more other unrelated actions. Knowing this, you should feel incredibly motivated that the secret to becoming a peak performer doesn't involve establishing a huge amount of new and uncomfortable habits. Take a look in your life at where you can make just one small change in your routine that might make a difference. Here are a few examples. The first example is to start each morning with a 30-minute walk or other form of exercise. 30 minutes is not that much time. Instead of laying in bed scrolling through Instagram, take 30 minutes to move your body when you first wake up in the morning. After you get the blood flowing, you may find that you are more awake and are less in need of a morning cup of coffee. You are also more likely to choose a healthy breakfast option and will probably be more focused and productive at work. Idea number 2 is to write down what you eat. There are tons of different food tracking apps that you can use to track what you eat every day. I know that MyFitnessPal is a pretty popular one, and my personal favorite is an app called Lose It. By tracking everything that you eat, you will become more mindful about what you are putting in your body, and it will help you make healthier choices. Tracking your food intake can also encourage you to do meal prepping, which in turn makes it easier to track your meals and save money. From this one small habit, you can eat healthier, be more mindful, and increase your financial savings. Idea number 3 is to dress better. After researching for this video, this is one Keystone habit that I would personally like to implement in my own life. Especially in this work from home era, it is easy to default to the same tattered pair of sweatpants and t-shirt that you've been wearing for the last 3 days. By dressing better though, you can increase your self-confidence and begin holding yourself to higher standards. Even on a Zoom meeting, dressing better can motivate you to be more productive and assertive at work. This increased confidence can result in people treating you differently, in a good way, and can open the door to new social and career opportunities. Keystone habits, like anything in life, will require some extra discipline, organization, and focus at the beginning. Once you implement one, though, you will be amazed at how many other things just seem to fall into place with much less effort. If you want to learn more about habits and how to level up to your peak performance, you can subscribe to this channel to watch more of my videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where I will talk about how to create a Sunday routine to support your positive habits. Thanks for watching!